over the past few years sent a pretty clear message.
Meaning?
You were never the same after the blip. There is no shame in walking away when the steps are uncertain. So check your footing. Otherwise, someone's gonna get hurt.
In Secret Invasion, Nick Fury returns to Earth to hunt down a secret cell of shape-shifting aliens that are trying to trick the West and East into starting World War III. Luckily though, for some reason the aliens seem to mostly stay in the shape of known terrorists, so the hunt shouldn't be too difficult.
They're right there. There they are.
And the question you're probably asking is, why? Why am I covering a forgettable Marvel TV show from months ago? Well, after I made my video about the Marvels, it was kindly explained to me in the comments that a lot of my confusions about that movie were answered in the show. So I decided to check the show out. And to my surprise, Secret Invasion is really great. A really great example of how to completely mess up the launch of a TV show. See, TV is quite a different and in some sense even a harder medium than film, because there's so much competition. Whereas movies usually have you until the end once you pay,
You're mine now. No more complaining, nothing.
a TV show needs to impress you with the first episode and then convince you to come back again and again. Or else it will lose you to the million other shows available with the touch of a button. And since Secret Invasion drops the ball on that big time, I thought that covering it would give us all the best of both worlds. You get to see me trash another Marvel product, which nowadays seems to be quite a popular activity, and I get to talk about central lessons about making TV, which I don't usually get to do. Everybody wins. Except, sorry. Essentially, there's a couple fundamental topics in TV creation that play a much larger role in this medium than in movies. Verbal intention obstacle, story engine, and questions. All of these aspects are vital to launching a show with longevity. All of these aspects are what you need for your show to succeed. And all of these aspects are what Secret Invasion flops at least in the first episode, because there's no way I'm watching a full season of this. And that's the point. Here's what you'll need to create a successful TV show that audiences will come back to, and how Secret Invasion completely messed that up. The first fundamental aspect of TV is that most of the entertainment must exist as words instead of physical action like in movies. And therefore, you have to find a way of creating entertainment, intention, and obstacle from your words, your dialogue, which Secret Invasion is unable to do. And to understand what I mean with intention and obstacle, let's hear it from the man himself.
Here's what's key in creating drama. Intention and obstacle. Somebody wants something standing in their way of getting it. The tactics that your protagonist uses to try to overcome that obstacle.
Right, so the most basic storytelling formula is that a character wants or needs something.
I need an extract fast.
While something or someone stands in the way, and thus the character must do something to overcome that obstacle. Because overcoming is conflict, conflict is drama, and drama is entertainment. And there is some of that in the pilot episode of Secret Invasion, a couple scenes where characters must physically overcome obstacles. Agent Ross must fight off an attacker to get this secret file about the aliens and then escape a shadowy pursuer across the city to get the file to safety. Fury and the good alien Talos must overpower this bad alien to get information about the other aliens. Fury and his team must track down alien bombers through crowds and get the bombs before they blow.
It doesn't matter if they succeed or fail. What matters is that the intention be important to them, and that we understand why it's important to them. And the obstacles have to be real. Intention and obstacle.
Unfortunately, since this is a show, which means that it's much longer than a movie and less financially equipped than a movie, there's not enough money to make most of the content about these kinds of physical effect-heavy endeavors. Most of the show, just like every other show, is about dialogue. And the issue is that the dialogue scenes here don't follow this formula of intention obstacle, but rather an opposite formula. People hanging out talking. Fury returns to Earth and his old S.H.I.E.L.D. agent is there to welcome him. Fury goes to their safe house and Talos is there to welcome him. Fury and his team discuss exposition about the bad aliens and their plans. Rhodey notifies the president of Fury's return. Fury gets taken by this ex-MI6 agent and then they sit around to drink and reminisce, after he's already done what he really came for. An alien arrives at a secret alien camp and Emilia Clarke is there to welcome him and show him around. And so on, so on, so on.
Wie cool ist das bitte? Yippie!
I'm not gonna describe every scene, but believe me when I say that most non-action dialogue scenes here are like this. Characters just kind of nicely spend time with each other in agreement with no tension or danger or conflict or anything. There's no true intention and obstacle, no strong-willed endeavors of overcoming something in a way. And because of that, the result is really boring to watch.
Fury is building out the most complex aerospace defense system in the history of mankind. Can't just leave.
No, I agree. Subsequently, we also intercepted an encrypted message.
And what you must understand about TV is that even though it's mostly words, the same formula must still be followed to create entertainment. The reason Breaking Bad is so great is because it's a massive web of crisscrossing relationships where most meetings are about someone's needs. Walt needs to convince his former student to help him cook up an illegal empire. Walt needs to convince his enemy to take down his other enemy that he can't take down himself. The scenes are dialogue, yet also battles with a competition and a winner, all of which then ultimately leads to a physical climax down the line.
Nice chance to look at me, actor.
That's how this relatively cheap show is able to feel so massive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So, in TV as well, you do need intention and obstacle, but through words. A scene where a bad alien tells Emilia Clarke to execute a plan and then she's like,
Oh, okay.
that's not drama, that's not entertainment. There should be some kind of non-physical battle in there, maybe about how to execute the plan or what plan to execute or something. I'm not saying that every scene must be about yes and no, but I am saying that no scene should be about yes and yes. It could be yes and yes but, anything. You don't always need a direct disagreement, but you also never want poorly motivated agreement or alignment either, because that's boring content.
What matters is that the intention be important to them and that we understand why it's important to them. And the obstacles have to be real.
Another fundamental aspect of TV is a story engine that keeps creating new stories and plot events, because unlike movies which are designed to end, shows go on for many seasons. And to first explain story engine to you, look at the show I've been watching, Tokyo Vice. In it, the hero is the first Western crime reporter working for a Tokyo newspaper, which is the show's engine. You know, the hero is a Western crime reporter in Tokyo that keeps generating content. New leads to follow and stories to write, new challenges like settling in as a foreigner, new plots like tracking a life insurance scam run by the Yakuza. A story engine, an engine that creates story.
This is the checkout, where all the food is paid for.
And in Secret Invasion, there is a story engine as well, and with a lot of potential. Nick Fury returns to Earth to hunt down a terrorist cell of shape-shifting aliens. There's a lot of events and plot that can be generated from that.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
The issue is that this engine is broken. It's not running enough, and it's not running hard enough. Firstly, you may notice that a lot of scenes are not born from the engine, but just kinda happen. After Fury has returned to Earth to reunite with his team, he goes for a walk in the city, which leads him to being taken by some guys who turn out to work for an ex-MI6 agent he has a past with. That's how these scenes are born, and it has nothing to do with aliens, but rather something else.
You're going for a walk in Moscow at night. Oh, you're gonna stand out.
Large black man, Moscow. Well, it could either be Nick Fury or the ghost of
To be fair, the underlying launch into the show is that Fury returns to find the aliens as per the engine.
Welcome back to Earth.
That's true. But my point is that many scenes are not fueled by the specialty of that engine, of alien existence. In one scene, there's talk about a terrorist known by his human form, as well as other known terrorist associates. In another scene, Fury goes to a bar to hang out, and there's talk about how something changed in him after the snap.
You were never the same after the blip.
Which again isn't born from the main story engine. The engine of the emotion here is apparently Thanos' snap, not shape-shifting aliens. It's not like how fundamental emotion in Tokyo Vice comes from the fact that the hero left his family to go to Japan. And that disconnect makes the show feel mundanely unspecial. You could get these exact same scenes of walking among spies in Moscow and discussing terrorist associates in any other spy show, whether they have aliens or not. This just doesn't compare to shows where the main engine keeps generating special material you can get only there.
I gotta do it, man.
Only on AMC.
Oh.
And even when Secret Invasion story engine is running, the issue then is that it doesn't run hard enough. For example, the sequence where an alien arrives at the alien base. Yes, there are aliens and alien stuff and shapeshifting, sure. But what is actually done with that? Well, the alien walks to the front gate and Emilia Clarke tells him to reveal himself. Then Emilia Clarke explains stuff about the base to him while driving and gives him alien food. Then they arrive at the base where aliens go about their day. And then the new alien takes the form of some random guy we've never seen before, and then another alien tells Emilia Clarke to go do something. There you have it.
Is that it?
I think so.
And to put it bluntly, that's not good enough. If this is what shape-shifting aliens offers, then what's the point? What's the point of being able to change shape if you mostly stay the shape of a known terrorist?
graphic.
If you make it obvious that you're a shapeshifter, you may as well be human, right? Like you can achieve all these same things as a normal human shadowy spy terrorist.
Bill!
Wait, what's the point of the alien shooting the agent as Fury? He could have easily just shot her from the crowd as himself, and she and everyone else knows it's not the real Fury anyway, right? So what's the point?
Shut the f up, you!
You know, the engine is just kinda there, like how some civilians in the backgrounds of scenes were actually the alien. Oh my god. Oh, the terrorists we're hunting are aliens, so it's special. Oh, the aliens are stronger than humans, so it's special, except when they're not stronger than humans. Oh, Agent Ross fights this random guy for deadly plans that have never been shown.
These attacks are escalating.
But it's alien plans, so it's special. Oh, central characters like Ross can be aliens, so it's special, even though there's no build-up for it, no clarification of its consequences for the real Ross, or really anything. But whatever, characters are aliens, man. Special. Nah, that's not special. Your engine is not special. It's hardly an engine at all because it doesn't have enough juice to last even for the first episode.
Large black man, Moscow. Large black man, Moscow.
The third fundamental aspect of TV is asking questions that get the audience to return for answers time and time again, which Secret Invasion does ask, but not very convincingly. For example, look at the biggest question of the show: who's the imposter? Meaning that since there are shape-shifting aliens, anyone could be one of them. Like how in the beginning, turns out that Agent Ross from Black Panther is an alien. So, who's alien?
I don't know, man. You've been seeming sus lately.
The issue is that there's not enough context or development for this question to give it weight. In the opening, there's nothing to make the characters suspect each other as an imposter. They just talk about evil aliens and then the other guy suddenly turns on Ross because it's possible that one of them is an alien.
Red sauce.
You have no evidence for your claim.
And then Ross runs from a chaser that turns out to be Talos, and then Ross turns out to be an alien. And it's like, so what? What does it mean that Ross has been replaced by an alien? Why is it a big deal? Is it a big deal? I don't know. The show doesn't seem to care. Ross kills a random guy and then gets found out as an alien, and then it's forgotten.
This is what Agent Ross's imposter was trying to cover up.
What happened to Ross? How was he replaced? When was he replaced? Is he alive? Who's the guy he killed?
Never mind that. He was alien and he killed some guy. That's it. Moving on.
You know, the real questions are about whether this question actually matters or not, which doesn't exactly make it carry weight. Oh, what if Nick Fury is an alien? What if the president that Rhodey advises is an alien? What if the arms dealer is an alien? Well, what's it matter? It doesn't seem to change much. Most people are doing nothing of significance here, so the question of whether they're aliens while doing nothing of significance feels insignificant. Oh, the fact that Ross was an alien means that this guy we never knew got killed. Oh no. It feels like a random number generator, like Among Us, but without the imposter being able to kill another player or win the game. Maybe someone is an imposter, maybe not, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. The only real weight of this question seems to be negative, because it confuses and lessens the emotion of the past. If Ross was really an alien in the earlier movie, that would mean that all that emotion was fake, right? Yippee! And unfortunately, the other questions are even less intriguing. One of the aliens has a mysterious vendetta against Fury, but at this point I'm pretty sure that half the galaxy has a vendetta against Fury, so what? One of the aliens is the daughter of Talos, who went rogue after her mom somehow died. But in this episode, neither of these characters or their relationship get properly explored, so what? In the alien base, there's a glimpse of a shadowy figure who could be anyone. Except 2 minutes later, turns out it's just that guy everybody already knows about. Nice blue balling there. The fact is that in TV, even more so than in movies, you need big hooks within and across episodes. Breaking Bad opens with an RV speeding down the desert, driven by a guy in a gas mask and underwear, while dead bodies tussle in the back. After which, the guy records his last words and points a gun at approaching sirens. You have to stick around to the end of the episode to see how we get from this to that. In Lost, there were constantly big questions being asked in episodes to get us to return for the next episode. It did get out of control because even the writers didn't have the answers.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the
But still, the early show hooked everyone.
It's a distress call. It's been playing over and over for 16 years.
Where are we?
That's what Secret Invasion needed here as well. Some big alien reveal to hammer in the demise of that character, as well as another character to establish consequences and stakes, to make us really fear that someone else might be an alien as well. Because currently, I have no reason to stick around to see what happens. Maybe someone I know turns out to be an alien. Maybe an alien turns out to be someone I know. Maybe. I don't really need to know. It's like if I tell you that, hey, my neighbor might be an alien because weird stuff happens, like his hair. It fell off.
What the motherfucking head fell off?
But then it's like, no, he's just a human guy, and most human guys are affected by hair loss at some point. That's it. And after using this easy treatment for 5 months, my neighbor was actually able to stop his hair loss. It's great now, not fallen off or receded at all. What an interesting mystery, right?
Most definitely.
And since I now have you hooked to find out more, just like the show, the treatment is called Keeps, the most popular brand in the area of hair loss prevention at an affordable cost. They offer subscription-style personalized hair loss treatment plans delivered to your home, ranging from various FDA-approved options and gels to even hair-thickening shampoos. And according to clinical studies, their treatments are 90% effective at treating hair loss and can increase hair growth by up to 35%.
This is the one that sets the world on fire.
Hair loss stops with Keeps. For a special offer to get started yourself, go to keeps.com/Filmento or click the link in the description. Question answered.